Football. Do you see this offensive line coming together?
Absolutely. This offensive line, we go to work every week, roll up our sleeves. Coach Friend says it the best. We just have to set the tone every game, and every week we got to go in, do our job at a high level, compete, and do it again.
What areas were you better?
I think just overall effort, just playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. Leveling up our nastiness and finish.
Why do you think this group has improved so much from a year ago?
Honestly, I think we just always have been making improvements. It's just finally coming together. There's a lot of trust in this group. As brothers, we love each other, you know what I'm saying? We go to work with each other. We have each other's back on the field. Whenever BK has a guy, he's lingering, I'm going to try to knock him out. Wayne got a guy, he's lingering, I'm going to try to knock him out. We all have each other's back out there.
Jeremy was saying earlier today that he thinks this team is a lot better than what y'all had at this point last year. Do you think the talent level's better now than it was this time a year ago? And if so, why hasn't it shown up on the record?
I can't speak as much as the talent. I think just, we're executing a lot better. We're getting comfortable with Coach Pruitt's system, his philosophy. Guys are starting to buy in a lot more, And whenever you have guys buying into the system, it gets a lot better. And I think it's showing a lot of times.
Why isn't that reflected on the record, do you think?
Sometimes you don't have 10 guys doing the right thing and one guy might not be. But, ultimately, it's a team sport, so we all have to be on the same page doing the right thing together. Ultimately, our mistakes, we beat ourselves.
How would you describe the season so far?
It's just a season of hardship, but at the end of the day, it's life. Life's going to hit you hard. You got to get back up because you can't let life dictate what happens for the rest of your future. So, at the end of the day, we're still 0-0. We got to keep going. Next game. I'm not thinking about the schedule. I'm thinking about the next person, next game. Who's telling them about the beat in this next game?
How do you keep that focus?
Really, that's why I've been raised. I don't really care about all other stuff. I just care if I'm beating my man's butt in front of me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm winning my one-on-one matchups, if I'm doing my job, I don't really look at the scoreboard, to be quite frank with you. I just look at how I'm playing, how I'm competing, how I'm finishing.
What is your weekly routine to get ready for a game?
Just a lot of film practice, a lot of film study, just listening to coaches, meeting with coaches, just evaluating the opponent as much as I can, trying to key in on little things, blitzes, schemes, hot pressures and things they have, and, ultimately just go out and dominate when Saturday comes.
But as far as the blood clot issue, what are you at liberty to say what you do as far as?
Oh, yeah, we've met with some of the best doctors in the country. We have a great plan going forward. I have a lot of faith in the staff, medical staff that we have here, and, going forward, that's what we're going to have. It's been successful thus far.
Do you come off blood thinners, or are you still on, or you can?
I really don't want to discuss about that, okay. But we have a great plan in place once again, and we've met with some of the best doctors, best physicists, and in the country, and they've had a great plan for me, and it's working very well.
Do you feel like that plan can allow you to play this sport for several years going forward? Is that a sustainable plan long term?
I think it's a great plan. I think it's working very well. And we met with some of the best doctors in the country, and they have a great plan for me.
What made you want to continue playing football?
Ultimately, since I was a little boy, I've always dreamed about playing football, watching CBS, Vern Lundquist on TV. From a young age, I've always dreamed about it. Whenever they gave me another opportunity, I didn't hesitate. I have an undying love for the game. It's almost like an illness, man. I can't get it out of me, to be honest. But, I love the game of football. If I could find something else that I love more than this, I'd probably be doing it. But to be quite frank, I just love this too much.
Do you feel afraid at all?
No. You never have fear when you step on the field.
Just for the health issues.
No, I don't have any fear. I believe in God. He keeps me safe. He's kept me safe to this point. I have no fear.
What was it like last year when the blood clots came back?
Undying faith, to be quite frank with you. Just got in my Bible a lot more, trusted in God. I had a lot of people I could depend on, my father, my family. The coaching staff was very instrumental in coming back, my teammates. I just had a great support base that I could rely on.
You weren't preparing all offseason as if you were going to
Absolutely.
play the whole time. Was there ever any doubt in your mind that you would be back?
I knew I was going to be back. It's hard to explain. I know how religious you are, but I had a vision that I would be back and playing, and I'd be successful in playing as well. But, you have that faith and continual faith in God, He'll get you back.
Trey, you were invited to that NFL lineman camp this summer with some other top college linemen and those NFL guys. What was that like, and what did you learn from that experience?
Quite frankly, it was an honor to be around a lot of those guys. These are guys I've been watching since middle school, trying to emulate their game. Being able to be in their presence first and foremost, being able to listen to what they're saying, the different techniques they use. It was a tremendous opportunity. I'm very thankful for it.
What did you take away from it? Specific to the game of football. Anything you learned from a specific guy that
you've kind of been able to apply to your game this fall camp?
Ultimately, confidence. When you step on that field, you got to be 100% confident. If you don't have confidence when you step on the field, how can you be successful, first and foremost? But, I had a lot of great takeaways from that event, and I was very thankful to be there.
From October until the start of this season, what were some of the things that the people had told you or said or that you'd read that stuck with you during that time?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
From the time that you weren't able to play up until the start of this season, what are the things that maybe people that were close to you said or that you read that stuck with you during that time?
Probably a verse came across, Corinthians 15:58. Basically the synopsis of what it's saying is, what you're doing is not in vain, because the Lord is basically going to benefit you for what you're doing. So I know all the hard work I put into this sport, all the hours, all the times I could have been with my friends has not been in vain, because I'm going to benefit from it. God's going to bless me and benefit me in some way.
Can you take us inside the moment when doctor said, okay, here's what we're going to do, you officially can play? What was that like for you, and maybe when was that?
It was relief, but in a way, I knew there's challenges I'm going to have to face, but at the end of the day, with my trust in God, I can get through it. But at the end of the day, to God be the glory, because without Him, I couldn't be here. But obviously, a lot of relief, a long time coming.
What was the last month of the season like, not being able to play?
Not much going on, to be honest with you.
What was it like to kind of have to sit and watch and not be able to contribute?
It's always tough sitting there, not being able to help your brothers out, But at that point, I was focused on different things, more so like life. Getting a degree, being successful at this university, trying to propel this university forward any way I could.
Have you gotten any feedback from like NFL types about sort of how the league views you, as a prospect moving forward?
Oh yeah, I don't ever focus on NFL. All I'm focused on is a task, which right now, my task right now is University of Georgia, having to block that 3 technique, that 2 wide, the slant movements. I don't ever focus on NFL, because at the end of the day, if I can't focus on the task in front of me right now, I can't make it to the next level.
Has anyone told you sort of if the health issues are going to, how much they will affect your NFL status at all?
Honestly, we just have a great plan right now with our doctors. Going forward, that plan will carry me on where I need to go. I have a lot of faith with some of the best doctors and physicians in the country.
With that new
there's
plan,
better,
Trey, how much healthier do you feel with the new plan in place?
I feel great. We have a great weight room staff. Mike Farrell, Byron Jaredu, Coach Craig Fitzgerald, they've had a great job preparing me for the season, making sure I'm eating the right things, Rachel Pisser, making sure I'm putting the right things into my body ultimately so I can be successful and ready for the season.
Do you think you're a better lineman now than you were 2 years ago? And if so, in what way?
Honestly, I haven't really watched much of 17 to be able to dictate that, but I'm just going to work every day. Coach Friend, we go in week week out, trying to work, being great.
What kind of adjustment has it been going from tackle to guard, that situation? How's that been for you?
Yeah, it's a different brand of athlete you have to block. A lot of times at tackle, you have more of a wigglier guy, not as big in stature. Going in the guard, where you're big hubba bubba type of guys, you're not really moving. Might give you a nice little burst off the line, and after that, they're sort of chilling. But as the season progresses, we'll get even better athletes in the interior. So I expect a better challenge, even going forward.
With everything you've been through, just how driven are you to kind of get this thing turned around? Just your, the overall Tennessee past few years as well as just this year.
Yeah, I'm extremely motivated. But as a competitor, I'm always motivated. I'm always trying to get better. And as a perfectionist, I'm never satisfied. So, in my opinion, I haven't played good ball. So I still got to keep going. And there's a lot of improvements and things I need to adjust and make changes to.
What kind of perspective do you have?
Thank you, guys.